Hi everyone, it's Kate from the Forward Line. I am back this week with a spring capsule wardrobe. I actually haven't done one of these for ages. I'm quite excited. So for anyone who hasn't seen one of these before, I basically pick sort of 7 or 8 patterns. I've got 8 this time. And I talk you through them and then I show you kind of how you could style them and wear them together. It's just a nice way to sort of think about maybe patterns that you already have in your collection, and you can get them out and see how you could wear them together. It's kind of thinking about, I guess, your patterns and trying to make them work kind of harder within your wardrobe, and just thinking about how you could wear things differently. It's quite fun. I basically love doing them, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So I've got 8 patterns. Quite a lot of them are new ones, and I thought they all work really well together. So let's start with outerwear. So I've got 2 jacket patterns. The first one is from Tessuti. It's called the Lisbon jacket. This comes in sizes UK 8 to 24. If we have a look at the line drawing, you can see it's a really nice, simple, kind of relaxed jacket. You can see that it's not lined either, so it will be quite quick to make. It's got drop shoulders, it sort of tapers down. I just like the proportions of it, and I thought it would work really well as a layering piece. And it's this time of year where it's getting a little bit warmer, but it's still chilly. So if you made this in a, well, you can make it whatever you like, but I was thinking sort of heavyweight cotton canvas for this would work really nicely. You could, if things are a bit colder, a boiled wool would also work really nicely, depending on whether you're a cold person. I would probably be making it in a boiled wool because I'm always cold, but if you're a bit warmer, yeah, so it's a really great jacket, and I was just thinking it would work so well with lots of different things. So that's the first jacket. The second jacket, because it's spring, we're all about jackets, is the pattern from, it's a daisy chain Liz quilted liner jacket. This is such a fun pattern if you haven't seen it yet. They're a new designer on the site, and this is my favourite of their patterns. So it comes in a UK 6 to 38. The great thing about it hasn't got any fasting, so it's super simple to make. You can make it in a pre-quilted fabric if you can't be bothered to quilt your own, which, you know, is totally fair enough. But you could get really creative as well. You could do patchworking, you could do whatever you like. I just feel like it's quite an inspiring pattern because there's lots of fun things you could do with it. The core feature are these enormous pockets. Someone made a comment on, like, I was talking about them last weekend, and someone made a comment that you could put basically kittens and puppies in the pockets because there's so many of them, which I love the idea of that. But yeah, so those 2 jackets I thought would really work really well. This Liz one I thought could almost work a bit like a cardigan as well, so you could wear it inside and out. Then we've got a really beautiful pattern from L Stitch. It's called the Ginny top and dress. This is a really lovely pattern if you haven't come across it yet. I'll show you the line drawing. So it's you can either make it as a dress or a top. It's got a seam down the centre front. It's got little ties. You've got ties at the front. There are 2 different variations, so you can either have it with a kind of a peplum from about here, and that's the dress variation. You could also cut that off and to make it into a top, or you have it a little bit more simple. You can have it short sleeve, long sleeve, just kind of little bell sleeve. It's a really nice pattern. I think it's quite a useful item for your wardrobe. So sizing on this is a UK 6 to 30, and it's PDF only. So that's one of our blouse options. The second blouse options is, this is such, oh, just love this. It's the Madwick Rosamond blouse. So this is beautiful. Anyone who likes a big bit of collar action is definitely worth checking this out. So there are 2 variations. You can either have it with a collar or without. And the collar is quite square. You can see it comes down at the front. Then there's a little tie. It's quite loose fitting, so it would be nice. You could tuck it into trousers. And then there are kind of, it's long sleeve as well, which I was thinking for spring. There are days where it's a little bit, it's not like super warm yet, so long sleeve is quite nice. So next I've got, which I think is a bit of a cheat, if I'm being honest. It's definitely cheating a little bit. It's another pattern from Madwick, and it's called the Made Line Bundle. If you haven't seen this, it's fantastic value for money. You get 4 patterns in this bundle, and it comes with, if I show you the line drawing, you can see it's basically a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a pair of shorts and a pair of trousers. And the trousers they're all designed to be quite easy make. So the trousers have elasticated waists, as do the shorts. They're just a cut off. And the t-shirt, I just love the proportion of it. It's got quite a big kind of chunky hem on it. It's quite boxy, but it's not too boxy. It's slightly cropped as well, slightly dropped shoulder. I just think it's a really good proportion, and it will go with lots of things. So these patterns feel like some of our kind of base patterns. Then we have got a new pattern from Ready to Sew. It's the Hendrix sleeveless jacket. This I am obsessed with. It's beautiful. So sizing on this is a UK 8 to 34. There are 2 size bandings, so just make sure you pick the right one. PDF only. So let's have a look at the line drawing. You can see it's this really great vest. It's quite boxy, it's got big pockets, and I really like the detail on the back. You can see at the bottom of the waistband there are 2 little tabs to add a little bit more shaping. It's got a slightly kind of dropped shoulder on it. It's really great, very much on trend for this season, and I thought it would work as a really nice layering piece. Then we've got a pair of trousers, matchy kite pants. These are fantastic. They're barrel leg trousers. These are very much everywhere on the high street at the moment. I love that. Let me show you the line drawing of these because they've got loads of cool stuff. So you can see that there are a seam running down the front and the back of the trouser. The pockets kind of are sewn into those seams, which I think are really interesting at the front and the back. And that seam then adds all the shaping into the leg to make it that sort of barrel shape. They've got an elasticated waist, so they'll be nice and comfortable. They're just a fab pattern. So last but not least on our roundup of patterns, we've got the Wardrobe by Me big shirt and dress. I picked this because it's a really versatile pattern, dress and a shirt. Nice boxy shirt dress. PDF for this one. Sizing is a UK 6 to 24, and you can make it with the collar or without, and the dress is quite loose fitting. I also thought, just for like styling, it might be worth, if you're making the dress, to add to make a belt as well, so you could cinch it in, because that kind of adds a different feel to it. And then yeah, so that's your extra homework if you like this pattern. It's also the dress version, I say, it's got slits in the side as well, so it is quite kind of roomy and boxy. So how would we wear these all together? So I've got 9 different ways to kind of put them together. If I show you them kind of styled together, it might give you an idea. So look 1, we've got the L stitch top. I love this long sleeve version with the little ties at the front, the matchy trousers, and then the daisy chain jacket. I think those 3 would look really lovely together. Proportions are good, and you could always shove on the tessuti one over the top if you were feeling really chilly. Secondly, we've got the Madswick pattern. So we've got there's one photograph, but it's the t-shirt and the trousers. I thought those 2 worked proportion wise. They're really nicely, they're designed to go together, so that felt like an easy win. And then I would put over it the Ready to Sew vest over the top. You can see that the picture of that is styled with that, so I thought that would make a really nice little outfit. Look 3, we've got the L stitch, the dress variation of the top, styled with the tessuti coat. I thought those 2 would work really nicely together. This is if it's a warm day, I have to say, and you know, you might live in warmer climes where this is what you're wearing at the moment, but I'm imagining, you know, by the time we've actually made this, we're like a month or 2 down the line and things are a little bit warmer. Look 4, this was one of my favourite actually of all of the ones I've put together. The Madswick blouse with the matchy trousers and the tessuti jacket. I thought those 3 looked like a really lovely option. I think they would work really well together. So that was my 3rd look. Oh no, 4th look, sorry. Look 5, we have got the Wardrobe by Me dress with the t-shirt underneath. I was thinking that you just have a little flash of the t-shirt, so unbutton the dress a little bit so that you could see it, and then with the daisy chain jacket over the top. I thought those three would work really nicely together. The next look, this is kind of a kind of full-on one. It's kind of a bit of everything. So we've got the Madswick trousers. We've got the Wardrobe by Me blouse, and this is the collarless variation on it, with the ready to sew vest, and then the tessuti jacket over the top, or coat, sorry. So those four, I thought that would be a really nice, thought the proportions of those would all work really well together. Next up, we've got the Wardrobe by Me dress. We've got the with the ready to sew vest over the top, and then the tessuti coat. I thought the vest over the shirt dress would look really nice. It's definitely not for everyone, but I thought it would work if you get the choice of fabrics correct. I think those could actually look really nice together. Next up, we've got the Madswick blouse with the matchy trousers and the daisy chain jacket. I feel like this is a really lovely little outfit. I feel like it's super cute and works really well. So I was quite pleased with those all together. And then last but not least, we have got the Madswick t-shirt and trousers again, styled with, I thought the Wardrobe by Me, this shirt dress, if you had it open so that it was like worn open, I thought that would make quite a nice look, because you've got that slightly cropped t-shirt and the proportion of the trousers. I think it would work really nicely styled open. So that is it. I hope that was useful. I feel like I went very quickly. I was conscious of time, but I thought those would all kind of tie in quite nicely. And if you haven't, I would suggest getting out all the patterns that you've got at home and looking at them and putting them together. It's quite a nice way to do it. It kind of makes you think slightly differently about things you already have. But yes, I hope you found that helpful, and I will be back soon with another video. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye.